Hey, so what is going on, everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5. There's a lot to talk about with this game. I'm very excited. I hope you all are as well. You know, if you're watching me from your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your computer, whatever it is, I don't know. Grand Theft Auto 5, man. It's hard to believe this is finally going to be coming out. And what, like, it is the 4th when I'm recording this right now, and it's going to be coming out on the 17th, so less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. I am beyond excited for this game. And I've been wanting to do a few commentaries related to this game, but I figure I'll probably combine a few into one. Now, I will say a bit of a backstory. I pre-ordered Grand Theft Auto 5. I actually, I kind of went all out and got like the $150 edition of Grand Theft Auto 5 from GameStop, and it's paid off. So I'm a Rockstar fanboy. I'm just like, if there's a special edition, I'm going to get it. I'm one of those people with that. Like, Grand Theft Auto is one of the only things I'll splurge for, really. Because, you know, it's only going to be coming out, Grand Theft Auto 4 came out in 2008. This one's coming out in 2013, and it's looking good. And honestly, I'm actually quite happy I ended up getting that edition, just due to the fact that I actually kind of pre-ordered it saying, oh yeah, you know, it'll be awesome, I'll get this one. But after I saw the trailers, and especially the gameplay footage, I was one of those people who I did not care about gameplay footage. In fact, I preferred to not watch it beforehand, because I was like, you know what, I'll just surprise myself. I don't even really like watching trailers, but I watched all the trailers, I saw the gameplay footage. The very first gameplay trailer that came out, I will tell you exactly 15 seconds in, when you see the plane flying above the water and it is in third person mode, like you're controlling it, and it has the map in the corner, my jaw dropped. Like, thinking of that scene is still blowing my mind right now. One, because planes are finally coming back, which is something I really missed, and two, because my mind can still not fathom how this game is running on hardware from 2005 and 2006. Has anybody else thought of that? Please tell me other people are thinking of this and looking at it and saying, wow, how is this game running on these systems? And that's one thing I want to know. Right now, Rockstar has a lot to live up to. They've released that awesome footage, but I've noticed that it's only been on PS3. So does this mean that the PS3 version is going to look better than the 360 version, or it's going to handle better? I really don't know. In fact, this might be, you know, the first in a while, just due to the fact that normally games that come out on both consoles, the PS3 and the 360, will normally handle better on the 360. Honestly, with my opinion, my experience, I've noticed that. And it's mostly experience, honestly. It's really not even an opinion. I'm not taking a fanboy approach on this. Take almost any game that is on both systems and play it on both systems, and you will notice most of the time it will be better on the Xbox. That's just a fact. But what does that mean? I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be equal on both, but I'm really not sure about that. Now, we already know the 360 version is going to be shipping on multiple discs, but my main thing is the screenshots that have come out have looked good. Almost too good. Now, you know, companies, you know, tend to edit their videos, edit their pictures beforehand, but would Rockstar really be dirty and do this? Would they really do that? I'll post a few links down below to some pictures, but, I mean, they look gorgeous. They look like some that would be running, you know, on my gaming PC. But they look almost too good for these systems. And the thing is, were they touched up, or when we get the game on the 17th, is it, you know, going to have, you know, a few issues here and there? There's going to be slowdown. Like, what's going to be up with it? Because I'll say, those trailers looked awesome. I really wasn't noticing, you know, any frame rate drops. The graphics look damn good on there. But I want to know. It's going to go either two ways. I mean, the game's going to be fantastic either way. But either one, when the game finally releases, we're going to realize that Rockstar's been, you know, kind of muddying the waters a bit. Or two, Rockstar is going to expose most of the big developers in the industry for being lazy as hell. Because looking at those trailers right now, if I get the game in my hands and play it, and it plays just as well as those trailers, this will prove to me, honestly, that Rockstar is probably the greatest game developer out there. If they're able to take a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, what its stature is right now and run it on hardware from 2005 and 2006. That is what I'm looking for. I'm going to be looking for that. Now, I'm not going to be the person who's going to be nitpicking here and there, all like, oh, yeah, there's a jaggy right there. Oh, frame rate drop right there. I will admit I will notice it just due to the fact that I kind of get it. Once you get accustomed to gaming on PC, even just a little bit, you just start to notice those things. Like, honestly, I will admit this. Me playing games a bit on PC, it kind of spoiled the graphics on The Last of Us for me. Everybody was raving at how great it was, and I was playing the game, I'm like, it doesn't look that good. I mean, for PS3, I guess, but I'm not impressed with this, so... That's my thing. Like, this game is looking... it's looking even better than The Last of Us, graphic-wise. And people are saying that's probably the game with the best graphics this generation on consoles, so... I'm really wanting to see what's going to happen. I'm wanting to see what's going to happen. This game has a lot to live up to. Has a lot. Like, as in, I will put it like this. I have friends who don't like Grand Theft Auto, or they don't like the style of Grand Theft Auto, or they even just hate Grand Theft Auto, and they want to play Grand Theft Auto 5. In fact, one person I know, she mostly plays... I talked to her recently. She mostly plays, RPGs, and she's big into the Assassin's Creed series right now. I was talking to her, and I'm just like, listen, just watch the Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer. She was blown away by it. And then we were talking a few days ago, and she said, you know what? When you get a copy of the game, just, invite me over so I can at least watch you play, because I really want to see this. I even have another friend whose girlfriend is not into Grand Theft Auto at all, but she saw the trailers, and she's excited for it, too. And it's not limited to just women. It's men as well. People are going crazy over it. You have people who are, devout RPG loyalists, or they only play, a few genres here and there, and they can't wait to get their hands on Grand Theft Auto 5. Personally, I can't wait either. And one more thing I want to say. This is related to Grand Theft Auto, so I'll go ahead and throw it in here. For anybody who has already done this, or they are thinking about doing it, I'm talking about selling your current gen systems, like your PS3 or your 360, just selling it now, or you've already sold it, or you're thinking of selling it pretty soon to get an Xbox One or a PS4, that's a dumb decision, at least in my opinion, on two things. One, backwards compatibility is still in the works for the PS4. It's going to be Gaikai streaming. We don't know how it is. Xbox One's not going to have backwards compatibility. And two, that pretty much means you're going to lock yourself out of, a Grand Theft Auto 5 experience, which to me, it's like, no, I like my Grand Theft Auto 5. I want that. I want that. Last thing I have to say about this game. Last thing I have to say about it. I promise. One thing I'm really excited for is the use of the Rage engine. And see, that is actually what's kept me going with this game. Because some people are saying, oh, well, there might be a few issues here and there, or I want to see how it's going to stack up. But I am confident in it. I really don't want to be proven wrong on this. Reason being is that I've played most of the Rockstar games that Rockstar has released. And every single one that has used the Rage engine has gotten better and better. I'll put it like this. First game that ever used the Rage engine was Table Tennis. That came out in 2006. Honestly, I missed out on this one. I didn't really have much of a drive to play it, but it had the Rage engine. However, the Rage engine did not get popular or well known until Grand Theft Auto 4, which came out in 2008. And let's be honest, Grand Theft Auto 4 was impressive back in 2008. Now, 2012, 2013... it's really showing its age, and I'm really wondering where the game that really impressed me went. This is before I even saw the Grand Theft Auto 5 stuff. Like, it was showing its age, a while ago. And even so, it's, frame rate drops and the port on PC. It works on PC, but you really need a good PC to play it. So, that was a porting issue. But aside from that, I don't know, I want to say it was just their first big project with the Rage engine, which is true. But then, they ended up tackling Red Dead Redemption, which made even better use of it. And in my opinion, the best use of it was their last game, which was Max Payne 3. And the Rage engine was shining through that. It was fantastic. I actually played it on the 360, and I loved it. I was not noticing any issues, and I thought it looked damn good for the system. So Grand Theft Auto 5, second time we're going to be using it in a big open world. Because I'm really not sure about Midnight Club Los Angeles. It's like, yeah, it's kind of open world, but not, on the stature of Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? I think anyone can agree with that. So I'm really excited to see what we're going to be presented with the Rage Engine this time around. What's going to be happening? What do you all think of this? I want your opinion on this. What do you think? Because honestly, the only people I've seen who have anything negative to say about Grand Theft Auto 5 are obvious blatant trolls that can't really hide the fact that they're trolling. Everyone thinks it's impressive. I mean, hell, even, parents who don't like Grand Theft Auto. I remember when I showed my dad the Grand Theft Auto 4 trailer back in 2007, 2008. He couldn't believe it was a video game. He refused to believe it was a video game, actually, for a bit. And now it's kind of funny because it's obviously a game. It's obviously showing its age. But anyways, what do you all think of this? I'm excited. I have high hopes for it. I'm not really hyping it up. I'm not like, oh my god, I need it right now. But, I am excited for it. I will say that. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario, signing off. Thank you for watching, everyone.